welcome to the holiday edition of Montgomery Arts Infusion. I'm Michael Bobbitt, your host. I'm also the Artistic Director of Adventure Theater. MAI is coming to you today from the holiday perfect, sparkly, snowy set of Adventure Theater's current production of Frosty the Snowman. This holiday classic tells the story of a magical snowman who comes alive when he dons this special hat. In this story, only children can see Frosty's antics, but in our play, Frosty entertains everyone in the audience. From here, MAI takes you to the home of another holiday classic with a twist. A Silver Spring ballet company that has cracked the nut of getting small children to sit through a traditional performance. You'll also meet two internationally known violinists who encourage local students to think past long-held stereotypes about people and music. A Poolesville artist whose paintings successfully capture the majesty of Montgomery County landscapes, and much, much more. For many of us, the holiday season truly begins with the arrival of the Nutcracker, a tradition for some families and a delightful story that appeals to the child in everyone. But for the youngest audience members, the 2-hour ballet may be a little too long to sit still. Silver Spring's Maryland Youth Ballet has found a way to perform the Nutcracker that may help keep those young viewers in their seats. MCM's Phyllis Armstrong reports.
Every weekend, dancers with the Maryland Youth Ballet rehearse for the Nutcracker.
Just a really magical experience. It's so much fun going to the rehearsals here and working really hard on it.
For principal performers, dancing as the Sugar Plum Fairy or the Nutcracker Prince is a dream come to life.
I've slowly worked my way up through the roles, and now I'm finally being able to play what I've always wanted.
Watching it for so long and to see people like my siblings growing up the ranks, and now I get to be it too.
Nice and long, keep the hip down.
But they have to be technically able. I've been very, very fortunate in having, I never bring in guest artists if I can help it, and the only guest artists I've ever brought in have been male. I've never brought in a female because I feel that we are producing dancers and we need to give them the opportunity to stretch their wings and fly.
The MYB dancers perform in two versions of the Nutcracker, the 2-hour original and the Mini-Nut, created by Artistic Director Michelle Lees.
We have a younger demographic here in Silver Spring, and we wanted a production that was a little shorter and that children could come to and not run screaming for the exits.
The popular Mini-Nut, first performed by MYB a decade ago, leaves out parts of the ballet that might be boring or too mature for very young children.
I really like how short and sweet it is, and it gets to the point, and we can have a lot more fun.
I remember a little girl gasping in the audience, and she was so excited. And that was in the Mini-Nutcracker, so there's a lot of little kids, and it's just so cute. They get so excited.
I have a lot of humor in it. The party scene is a hoot. I have never had anybody not like it. That sounds terribly self-serving, but I wanted it to be fun. I wanted everybody to come and enjoy it and to go out and think, wow, this was really a good experience and I'm going to come back.
Phyllis Armstrong in Silver Spring for Montgomery Arts Infusion.
Thank you, Phyllis. The MYB will perform this year's Mini-Nut at Montgomery College's Silver Spring Cultural Arts Center. It's never too early to start learning to appreciate the arts. In our next story, producer Nick Rule introduces us to two internationally known hip-hop violinists recently appearing at the Strathmore Music Center. But before their concert, these artists spent time with local teens to break down stereotypes with their special brand of music.
You're not expecting any of it, you know what I mean? You're not expecting two big black dudes play violin the way we do it. You're not expecting it to be as loud as it is. You're not expecting to be up out your seats dancing when two dudes playing violin on stage. You're not expecting us to wear fitted caps and Jordans while we play. You're not expecting any of it. We met in high high school in orchestra class, and we would always just play Bach and Beethoven and stuff. But we grew up in, you know, kind of tough neighborhood in South Florida and Fort Lauderdale, and so we was always listening to hip hop, and you know, we grew up in a Caribbean household, so we just kind of try to find a way to put it together in a way where it doesn't lose anybody, you know?
The idea that the violin is only supposed to be this way, a black person, you know, playing the violin, what? That's unheard of. So, you know, we felt like we wanted to kind of like bring that forward. It's not just really violin, it's everything. You know, if you're a woman, you know, you're not supposed to do this, or if you're an older person, you're not supposed to do that. So we just wanted to kind of like bring this idea to the forefront that, you know, find it and break every stereotypes there is, you know? And who better to do it than us, you know what I'm saying?
Ultimately, the goal isn't really about the music, it's just about being forward thinkers, you know? You look at anyone that's been ever great at anything, and it's because of approach and working hard, not because of talent, you know? And that's the thing we're trying to teach them, because not everybody's gonna be a violinist or a musician, but every one of these kids that we see today could be forward thinkers.
Thanks, Nick. Music is a language that can break barriers. Black Violin has appeared on the Strathmore stage twice in the past 2 years. Both shows were sold out. Next, producer Vincent Saragino explores the fine art of Clair Howard, a local woman for whom Montgomery County landscapes and the skies above them are the muses that inspire her art.
I love all the seasons here. The colors of the fall are beautiful. The sky here is incredibly beautiful, and you'll see a lot of the sky in my work. I've always painted. As a little girl, painting was my most favorite thing to do. I always painted murals and custom oil paintings for my clients as an interior designer. But when we moved here, I really felt a calling to paint full-time. My art is completely influenced by living in this beautiful area. I love going out in my truck and taking pictures and work from the picture, but a lot of that is still in my mind. I have one favorite tool that I work with, and it's a palette knife. It's very worn, and that's the only tool I really use. I find when someone reacts to something that I painted, it begins a dialogue, it begins a connection, that we're thinking along similar lines. And it's amazing how much we all share through art. I'm always just amazed at the beauty around us, and it stops me right in my tracks, and I really lose all thought of anything else other than, wow, what a day. Isn't this beautiful? There's so much beauty around us.
Claire is a former interior designer. Her art is a reminder of the beauty that surrounds us all in Montgomery County. Well, that's it for this edition of Montgomery Arts Infusion. We hope you enjoyed the stories and information about arts and artists in our county. There's so much more for us to explore in Montgomery County. Don't miss it. Come back next time. For more information about the performances and artists in the show, check us out at mymcmedia.org. Until next time, be well and be creative. Happy holidays.